Hi, I am Sakthivel 2001104 from Section B, talking on the topic Population Stabilization. The National Population Policy 2000 envisaged achieving a stable population for India. One of its immediate objectives is to address the unmet needs for contraception, healthcare infrastructure, and personnel and provide integrated service delivery for basic reproductive and child healthcare. The National Population Policy 2000 affirmed a commitment to achieve replacement levels of fertility by 2010. Most of the southern states have controlled their population. However, low socio-economic development in northern and central India has led to population explosion in these regions. The population explosion would irreversibly impact India's environment and natural resource base and limit the next generation's entitlement and progress. Therefore, the government should take measures to control the population in time. According to the UN Department of Economic and Social Affairs estimates, India's population will reach 1.5 billion by 2030 and hit 1.64 billion in 2050. This will make India the largest populous country, taking over even China. So, globally, the debate over population explosion is mainly because of two reasons. One, uh, human population is driving the other species into extinctions, and we are also like precipitating a resource crunch. Now let us look at a few challenges with respect to the population stabilization. First major challenge is the level of education. Lack of education in women results in their early marriages. Because of this, uh, there is more likelihood of more children, and this also puts women's health at risk. Fertility usually declines with an increase in education levels of women. The second factor is socio-economic factor. The desire for large families, particularly for a male child, leads to higher birth rates. One of the reasons for this son preference is mainly because of laws favoring ancestral property to male child when compared to a female child. The third, inadequate use of a contraceptive. Women in rural areas of northern states like UP, Bihar are still giving birth to four or more children. This is because contraceptive prevalence rate is less than 10%. In many districts, women do not use modern family planning methods and rely on traditional contraception methods. The next factor will be the emergence of uh, the next factor will be the politics of population stabilization. The Constitution Act 2002 extended the freeze on the state-wise allocation of seats in the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha to 2026. It was expected to serve as a motivational measure to pursue population stabilization. However, this goal has not been achieved as the population in northern states continued to rise. Now, in the absence of a further extension, it will be politically destabilizing. Now, let us look at the way forward, how we can resolve these issues. First, one of the approaches would be adopting woman-centric approach. We have to have a balanced sex ratio for a secure social cohesion. Therefore, the state needs women-centric approach where they incentivize later marriages and childbirth. They also have to make contraceptions easy for women and promote women's labor force participation. The next factor will be switching to modern contraceptives. Even in the areas of villages, modern contraceptives must be awareness must be created, and they must be made easily accessible to the women there. Now, we have to emulate the success of southern states in the northern states. When fertility reduction in the five southern states succeeded, it overturns the conventional wisdom that literacy, education, and development are prerequisites for populations to stabilize. The simple explanation is that fertility decline was achieved because southern governments proactively urged families to have only two children, followed by sterilization immediately after that. Almost the entire state apparatus was marshaled to achieve this objective. The northern state need to adopt this approach. Further, national and state policies emphasize male vasectomy, which is much safer than female sterilization. Conclusion. On concluding, we can see that the population stabilization difference between the southern and northern states is becoming disproportionately skewed. In such a scenario, demographics will eclipse economic growth and destroy the gains from a young population. Thus, the long-term policy requires a stable population consistent with the requirements of sustainable economic growth, social development, and environmental protection. Thank you.